Hi, welcome to the episode 1 of Raising Boys with Heart, a space where we talk about boys' mental health, where we talk about how to raise emotionally safe boys, where we talk about the struggles of mothers raising boys. There is something I often notice when I'm in conversation with mothers. Many wives, they say this: I wish my husband would open up more. I wish he could talk about his feelings. And I wish he could understand emotions better. I get it. We want loving, kind, understanding husbands. And these are very real desires. Women want husbands, boyfriends, brothers who are emotionally present, men who can communicate, men who can understand emotions, feelings. Here is a question I want us to pause and think about. If we want emotionally available men, why are we not allowing our boys to be emotionally open? Think about it. What we often say to little boys, how do we talk to them as a society? I'm sure you must have heard about it in your neighborhood or in your family. How do we talk? We tell them, be strong, don't cry, boys don't get hurt, man up, stop being so sensitive. Why are you even fearing anything? डरने की तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. You're a boy, grow up. Why are you behaving like this? Now imagine hearing these messages again and again as a child, as a boy. Every time you feel sad, someone tells you to stop feeling, to stop crying. And every time you feel scared, someone tells you to be strong. And slowly, the boy learns something very important. He learns that emotions are not safe and I'm not allowed to feel this. So he pushes his emotions down. उनको दबा देते हैं. They don't talk about it. And that little boy grows up. Of course, he will grow up. And one day, this little boy will become someone's brother, husband. Obviously, brother, he's already there. But as an adult brother, I'm talking. Someone's husband, someone's boyfriend. And now, the expectation changes from him, okay? Now, we want the husband or brother or the boyfriend to be emotionally available. We want him to talk. We want him to express his feelings. We want him to share. And we want him to understand our emotions. अब उम्मीद बदल गई है. बट जब किसी ने ये सिखाया ही नहीं, nobody ever taught him how to talk, how to share, how to talk about emotions when he was a little boy, because he was not allowed to practice those feelings. Now, how is it even possible for him as an adult to do it? See, I'm not blaming mothers or the fathers over here. I'm just saying that we need to reflect upon it as a society. Most of us are simply repeating what we were taught. हम उसे बदल ही नहीं रहे हैं. We are doing the same things. So if we truly want a different generation of men, the change has to begin in childhood. I have seen men struggling in therapy, not having words for what they're feeling. And it begins with how we respond when our sons cry. Trust me, it begins from there. You might be thinking it's such a small thing. No, it's very, very important. It begins when we say, don't feel like that when they're angry. Don't show your anger. It begins when we tell them that they're not safe to express emotions at home with us. When a boy cries and when we say, boys don't cry, instead, if we say, I can see you are upset, there's a difference. Because when I say, I can see you are upset, something powerful happens in that moment. He learns that emotions are valid and they are not weaknesses and I can express them. They are simply human. Emotions इसलिए नहीं आते because तुम boy हो या girl हो. Emotions हैं. उसकी कोई gender नहीं है. So once they start feeling this, they learn to handle those emotions safely, communicate about them, talk about them. And they understand that I'm not weak for feeling this. And one day, they become emotionally strong men. Men who can express, men who can connect, and men who can understand their partners. So if you are raising a son, remember this. The emotional space you give your boy today is shaping the man he will become tomorrow. So if we want emotionally available partners in the future, we have to raise emotionally safe boys today. And that work begins at home, in our homes. Think about it.